video in the Rush line series. So today we'll be talking about option combinators. So here I have defined an a variable which has an option value of int of I32. Now if you want to check whether this particular variable has some value or not, you can check is sum, which is automatic, which is already defined in the Rush standard library. Then you can use is none as well, whether to it gives again you back a boolean whether there is no data or not. You can map over that options as well if you want to do some kind of other computational operations. Filter takes kind of a borrowing again if you want to check whether this particular variable is equal to 1 or not. Then a or else if a has some data then nothing happens, but if a has no data then we are returning some, and it always return an optional data. Okay, unwrap or else is same as above, like or else, but it does not return optional data. So there is no, if there in case there is no data in a, if it has none then it we will return 0. More on vectors, so I have defined a vector over here. So suppose I am iterating over that vector and I'm mapping over each element and adding 1 to that particular element of that vector. Now to convert it back to a vector you have to use dot collect, and honestly using just dot collect won't convert it back to a vector. You have to give explicitly define the data type for that +1 variable. Rust won't be able to figure it out by itself, which honestly I kind of find it odd. Like I wish there was some separate method just like collect which will automatically kind of do this, automatically tell where Rust should automatically able to tell that okay, this is just another vector variable and we have done some kind of a just iterated over the original vector and did some mathematical computation or something, and again we are expecting a vector. Yeah, maybe there is a which I'm not currently aware about, but yeah, let's see in the future. Next is we are filtering over the vector. I don't understand why we are using double ampersand. Like I did get, I do understand like the filter takes borrowing, and I think single ampersand should have been fine, but I don't know, I was getting an error so I had to use double ampersand. Next is, yeah, find is if you want to find a particular item in that vector and it gives you back an option, and you can use the match clause to find over the option. Count will give you what are the total counts in the count of elements in that vector. Last will give you the last element in that vector. Min will give you the minimum element in the vector. Max will give you maximum element in that vector. Take will give you, I have written take 3, right? So it takes the first 3 element from iterator. Yeah, like this is wrong. Like it takes the first 3 elements from the vector. So suppose you have an optional variable, so instead of always using match you can also use if let. It's a little handy function as compared to match. So yeah, use whatever you prefer and is suitable for your code base. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.